Hi, my presentation is Politics at the Bedside. It involves a case of Terry Schiavo. Back in 1990, she suffered a cardiac arrest, and it left her in a whole permanent um, state of like a vegetative state, and she depended on a feeding tube to keep her alive. And after watching the video and reading about the case, this case went to court 20 times. Um, the family, Terry's parents, they made a spectacle out of a personal situation because they didn't want to let Terry go. It was their baby girl, and it doesn't matter how old you are, you're always your parents' baby, and I understand, but we need to talk about Terry, what she wanted, and the only voice she really had was her husband's, and she had told him that she wanted to die if she was ever put into a vegetative state, that she did not want to live like that. And what's troublesome for me is all the people that got involved. We're talking about one case that, and I'm not talking about court cases, I'm talking about situations where one female citizen, her personal life and situation, and tragic as it was, became everybody's story. It became everybody. They were either rooting for her or they were, rooting for the parents. It got to the point where I'm thinking, if that was me, I would not want that. I think it's sad that the people, they talk about the sanctity of life, and okay, marriage, the sanctity of marriage, and we're talking about, and I'm going to keep going back to this, okay, sanctity of Terry, her life, her quality of life, what she deemed a wholesome life and one worth living. They have new technology out today, and they've about reached a point where they can tell cognitively if their brain function is working, where they can answer questions with their mind. And I believe in this technology, and I think it's wonderful. Unfortunately, the point in time we're talking about with Terry happening a while back, there was no such technology. So we're given a situation where we're dealt with the cards right there, and ethically, you have too many court systems getting involved. I just, when I'm watching the video, reading in the book, I'm like thinking, you gotta be kidding me, okay? Jeb Bush, governor of Florida, he's fighting for Terry to stay alive. So on the side of the parents, the side of your conservatism. Sorry, rough week. And then you've got other side, so we get your pro-life side, and you've got pro-choice life, yeah, okay. And then you've got your ones that are against that way of thinking. And this is what I'm 52 years old, and I'm going to tell you, it gets to the point where you find out in life that it's not what you want that makes it important for everybody else, okay? It's the other way around. Everybody should want what's important for you, and if you have a wish, living wills, I need to make one up. This story more than ever has told me I need to make a living will up, but let it be known. But I think that having an emergency session, legislative session to pass a law to keep her alive on a Sunday for one person, okay, is just over the top, and I think that it's wrong. And I got an idea. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna make a Y. Okay, so we got church here, and we got state here, and it's separate. It's supposed to be separate. It's not always separate. Let's face it. And not have issues about that, and that's a story for another day. But and then down here we got Terry. Okay, it's not about what the church wants for Terry. It's not about what the state wants for Terry. It's about what Terry wants for Terry. Okay, it's her life. It's her decision. She is an adult. She was an adult. Okay, but the case, she is an adult. In the eyes of the law, she has the right. We cannot get religion and politics. They don't mix. Never have. Never will. Pen stop working. Okay. That's bottom line. And Terry's feeding tube was taken out, and she did pass away. I just think about 15 years worth of court battles. That's ridiculous, okay? And people might agree with me or they don't. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But how many is too many? How much is too much? Come on. I just think that if anything we can learn from Terry's case, that the sanctity of life is very important, okay? Very important. But the sanctity of a person's will is just as important. And if they wanted to die, then they have no quality of life or brain function, and they can't feed themselves, you know. And I'm not saying just because you can't feed yourself that, well, you should die. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as brain function goes, you're in a vegetative state, okay? The law is determined, medical staffs have determined, and I think that people have the right to choose, and that's why living wills are just a must. But I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I'm hoping it's 10 minutes, and I don't want to be short on that too, like I was on paper. Anyway, thanks for watching, and ciao.